Good morning to all of you. My name is T. Gopireddy. I am working as a maths JL at Singarayakonda Residential School. Today we are going to discuss about the probability. Probability is an important branch of mathematics that deals with the phenomenon of chance or randomness. In a daily life, we talk informally about the possibility of some event to happen. For example, while leaving the house in the morning on a cloudy day, one may have to decide to take an umbrella even if it is not raining, because it may possibly rain later in the day. Just you observe here. It is not raining. It is not raining when you are going outside. But it is a cloudy day. That's why we are taking umbrella. Because it may be rain in the later. So, in this probability chapter, in the public examination, one essay mark question will come and 4 marks questions will come. The total is 15 marks from this chapter. Now let us discuss about some definitions. The first one is random experiment. Random experiment. An experiment that can be repeated any number of times under identical conditions in which all possible outcomes of the experiment are known in advance. That means when you are doing an experiment, the outcomes already we know. For example, tossing an unbiased coin. We know what are the outcomes. Only it has 2 outcomes. One is head, another is tail. So all possible outcomes of the experiment are known in advance. Next, the actual outcome in a particular case is not known in advance. The actual outcome in a particular case is not known in advance. Is called a random experiment. That means if you are tossing a coin and do the experiment continuously, we know the possible outcomes in advance. That means either head or tail. But in a particular case, when you are tossing the coin 10th or 15th or any other time, what will come? Either head or no, we don't know in advance. This type of experiment is called random experiment. Example, tossing an unbiased coin, rolling a fair die. Here let us discuss about die. Die has 6 faces, just like our chalk piece box. Each face has one number. They are from 1 to 6. 6 paces, 6 numbers. One page has one number, second one, second number, third one, third number, like that. It has 6 paces, 6 numbers. It has. So, if you roll a pair die, we know the possible outcomes. The uppermost face shows from 1 to 6 anyone. But in a particular case, we don't know. This type of experiment is called random experiment. Next, some definitions. Any possible outcome of a random experiment is called an elementary or simple event. That means in a random experiment, it has 5 or 6 possible outcomes. Each outcome is called an elementary or simple event of that random experiment. If you toss a coin, the simple events are two. One is head, another is tail. Second one, the set of elementary events, possible outcomes of a random experiment is called the sample space. It was denoted by S. That means in a random experiment, the set of all simple events is called sample space of that random experiment. An elementary event is a point of the sample space. In a sample space, all possible outcomes are sample points, are simple points. A subset E of S is called an event. A subset E of S is called an event. That is, a set of elementary events is called an event. That means if you are, let us take throwing a die, a random experiment. It has 6 simple or elementary events. If we take 2 or 3 as a set, it is called an event. The complement of an event, E, denoted by E complement, is the event given by E complement is equal to S minus E, which is called the complementary event of E. Let us take E as an event. The complement of that is denoted by E complement. E complement is equal to S minus E. Let us take throwing a die. Event is equal to set of 1, 3, 5. When you throw the die, if any one of these 3 has happened, our event is happen. Otherwise, our event does not happen. It is called E complementary or complementary event of E. Complementary event of E. The empty set phi and the set S being trivial subsets of S are events called impossible event and certain event respectively. Empty set means it has not possible. So it is impossible event. S means certain event. Definitely it has happened. So S is called certain or definite event. 2 or more events are said to be mutually exclusive if the occurrence of one of the events prevents the occurrence of any of the remaining events. Thus, events E1, E2 and so on Ek are said to be mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive. Simply we will say, if one event has happened, another was dropped or prevent. That means simply E1 intersection E2 is equal to 5. Then E1, E2 are mutually exclusive events. So I intersection Ej is equal to 5 for I is not equal to j. Ei intersection Ej is equal to 5 for I is not equal to j. Then Ei, Ej are called mutually exclusive events. 2 or more events are said to be equally likely or equiprobable if there is no reason to expect any one of them to happen in preference to the others. Equally likely events, they are equal chances. Simply we will say they are equally chances. One event has how many chances? The another event also the same chances. They are called equally likely events. Equally likely events. 2 or more events are said to be exhaustive. 2 or more events are said to be exhaustive if the preference of the experiment always results in the occurrence of at least one of them. Thus, events E1, E2 and so on Ek are said to be exhaustive if E1, union E2, union and so on, union EK. The events E1, E2 and so on EK are said to be exhaustive if E1 union E2 union UK is equal to S. That means in an experiment, let us take three events E1, E2, E3. The union of these three events E1 union, E2 union, E3 is equal to S. Then E1, E2, E3 are called exhaustive events. In the same way, here we take K events. The union of K events, E1, union E2, union and so on, union EK is equal to S. Then these K events are exhaustive events. Let us take an example in the exercise problem 9a. 1. In the experiment of throwing a die, consider the following events. Consider the following events. A is equal to set of 1, 3, 5. B is equal to set of 2, 4, 6. C is equal to set of 1, 2, 3. Are these events are equally likely? How can you say? A has 3 chances, B has 3 chances, C has 3 chances. So ABC has same equal chances. So answer is yes. The possibility of ABC are happen equal. So these three are called equally likely events. These three are called equally likely events. Another example. In the experiment of throwing a die, consider the following events. A is equal to set of 1, 3, 5. B is equal to set of 2, 4. C is equal to set of 6. Are these events mutually exclusive? If you want ABC are exclusive or not, simply you take intersection of any two sets. If it is equal to 5, they are mutually exclusive. The answer is yes. Why? Here A intersection B is equal to 5. There is no common point. B intersection C is equal to 5. There is no common point. A intersection C is equal to 5. There is no common point. So ABC are mutually exclusive events. In the experiment of throwing a die, consider the events A is equal to 4, 6, B is equal to 3, 6, C is equal to 1, 5, 6. Are these events exhaustive? Yes, exhaustive. Because union of A, B, C is equal to S. Sample space S. So ABC are called exhaustive events. Just you take or do this homework. Give two examples of mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. And Roman number 2 in the exercise, second and third, page number 314 problems. Next, classical or mathematical definition of probability. If a random experiment results in n exhaustive, mutually exclusive and equally likely elementary events. That means the random experiment has n events, n elementary events. They are exhaustive, mutually exclusive and equally likely events, elementary events. And m of them are favorable to the happening of an event, E. Let us take an event. The favorable outcomes are m. The favorable outcomes are m. Out of n, m are favorable outcomes. Then the probability of occurrence of E. Or simply probability of E. Denoted by P of E and is defined by P of E is equal to m by n. That means the probability of E is equal to favorable outcomes of E divided by total outcomes. That means n of E by n of S. Here n of E is equal to m, favorable outcomes. Total outcomes is n. So m by n. For any event E, 0 is less than or equal to P of E less than or equal to 1. That means if you take any event E, the probability of that event lies between 0 to 1. And it may be from 0 to 1. It should not take less than 0, greater than 1. Greater than 1. The probability of non-occurrence of the event E denoted by P of E complement is equal to n minus m by n. That is equal to n by n. You separate it. N by n 1 minus m by n. M by n is equal to P of E 1 minus P of E. Therefore, P of E plus P of E complement is equal to 1. P of E plus P of E complement is equal to 1. Let us take one more example. 2 dice are thrown. We now find the probability of getting the same number on both the faces. Here 2 dice are thrown. We now find the probability of getting the same number on both the faces. That means if you throw 2 dice, here the event is the 2 dice shows same number. Same number. That means either 1, 1 or 2, 2 or 3, 3 like that. Let E be the event of getting the same number on both the faces of the 2 dice. Therefore, E is equal to set of 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. That means here, if you observe this one, the first die show one number, second die also one number. Like 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Here, n of E is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is equal to 6. Here, sample space S is equal to set of 1, 1, 1, 2 and so on 1, 6. 2, 1, 2, 2 and so on 2, 6. And so on 6, 1, 6, 2 and so on 6, 6. There are 36 elementary events here. You observe the first 1, 1. That means first die show 1, second die show 1. First die show 1, second die show 2. Next 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6 like that. Next first die show 2, second die show 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 like that. Similarly, first die show 6, second die 1, 6, 2, 6, 3 like that 6, 6. The total are 36. The number of cases favorable to E, that is n of E is equal to 6. Total number of elementary events are sample points, n of S is equal to 36. Therefore, probability of E is P of E, that is equal to n of E by n of S. That means the favorable outcomes of the event E by the total outcomes of the random experiment. That is equal to 6 by 36, 1 by 6.